Hello everyone, my name is Craig Powell. I'm a horticulturist here at the Groovy Plants Ranch, and I'm also the perennial manager. So I'm going to show you 5 of my favorite perennials. The first one I'm going to show you, this is a Stokes Aster. This is a very long blooming perennial. It has these beautiful bluish purple flowers that bloom most of the summertime. They make great cut flowers. It's a very low maintenance plant. They go really good with, Shasta daisies, daylilies, speedwell, things like that. Butterflies really like them. We have a lot of these in stock right now. I just put one in my own garden. I love it. Stays real short. You can do it toward the front of your garden. So it mixes good with a lot of other sun perennials. Now we have Delphinium. When I was a little kid, I used to garden with my mother at her house, and she used to love delphiniums. So these make a really great flowers, good spike effect for the garden, and they come in a lot of different flower colors. We have a bluish purple one, we have a really beautiful white one, and then I just love this kind of like lavender pink color. So that one's a really nice one too. Fairly long blooming too. They'll send up these first terminal flower spikes, and then they'll send up some side shoots. They'll continue to bloom for the rest of the summertime. So I love Delphinium. You can't go wrong with these. The colors are amazing on them. A lot of these are going to be probably 2 feet to 3 feet, so you can put these toward the middle, toward the back of your perennial bed. The next one is going to be coneflowers. That color is so vibrant on these plants. These make good cut flowers too. The bees love them. You're going to see bees on them just about every day. They're very long blooming. They can take the heat, great cut flower. Everybody needs a good coneflower in their yard. Next plant is the summer blooming garden phloxes. These are really nice. This plant right here I'm showing you was actually cut back once already, and this is the rebloom on it. So all these are going to rebloom, which is going to give you a ton of flowers. So these are very long blooming. They make great cut flowers. The butterflies really like them. These come in a fair amount of different color ranges. A lot of them are pink, purple, but you can also get like really dark purple. You can get like some reddish colored ones, some white ones. So that's a really great plant, like an iconic perennial. A lot of these are going to tend to be taller, more like 2 to 3 feet tall. So if you want a long blooming plant, these are amazing. The last one I want to go over is the Russian sage. These look a lot like the salvia. These are very drought tolerant. They bloom for probably close to at least 2 months. We have some in some of the parking lot here. Need very little water, basically thrive on neglect. They bloom for a long time. So these will go good with a lot of other plants. I like to put these with composite flowers, like with the coneflowers and with the Stokes, because if you want to mix up your composite flowers with your spike flowers, it makes a really good looking garden. Russian sage is a great one. So if you want an easy plant to do, that's going to take the heat, take the drought, bloom forever, not ask a lot out of you, that's a great perennial. These are 5 of my top perennials. I could do this all day. I got a ton of favorite perennials, but these are long bloomers. They're going to give you a lot of bang for your buck in your garden. Now is a great time to plant. You can plant these container plants all the way up to say late September, early October, and they will still have time to establish, especially as warm as our winters have been. Make sure that when you do put these in, that if you're going to plant them in heavy clay, make sure you put some good soil amendment in. We have some really good soil amendments here, like the Unicorn Dew that we sell, that you can mix in with heavy clay. So put them in good soil, make sure you feed them well, give them enough sun, make sure you have the ability to water them when it gets really dry. But then other than that, you just follow the basics and monitor your plants, and you should have a really good perennial garden.